Yo, what to do, Overlords? It's your boy, the DFS Overlord, back again with another video. Now, I'm going to be giving you 4 player props that I like for Friday's slate, NBA slate, February the 3rd, 2023. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. So, the first player prop that I like for today is going to come from the Minnesota and Orlando game. Now, I like the over on D'Angelo Russell's assist. I like him to go for 6 assists, and let me tell you why. So, on the season, D'Angelo Russell is averaging 6.2 assists as it is. Now he's facing the Magic, who allow the 7th most assists a game at 26, and over their last 3, the Magic have been allowing 28 assists per game. So we would like to think that our point guard will be able to get 6 of those assists, right? And Minnesota and Orlando, they both play at high pace. I believe they're like 8th and 9th respectively as far as pace is concerned. So we like this to be a fast game. I expect to see a couple fast breaks here, turnovers, maybe Russell throwing some lobs and things like that. So give me D'Angelo Russell over 5.5 assists for our first player prop. And not to mention, he had 6 in their last matchup earlier in the season. Now, the second player prop that I like, I want to go to this Atlanta and Utah game. And I was looking at Walker Kessler's rebounds. I was thinking about taking the over 9.5, but I actually want to take the over 10.5 points. I like for him to get 11 points in this matchup. Now, let me tell you why. So, ATL has allowed the 10th most points in the league to all teams, right? They also allow the 7th most points to centers throughout the league. So they're top 7 in allowing points to centers. Walker Kessler is our center. And you got to keep in mind, they're playing Atlanta. They got Capella out there. They got Collins down low. He should be playing big minutes because Atlanta has a lot of bigs. And Walker Kessler himself has been in excellent form. As you can see here, last game against Toronto and all the bigs that they have, we're talking Pascal Siakam, Scotty Barnes, Anunoby. He was able to get 17 points down low, 14 against Dallas, 13 against Charlotte. I mean, he's averaging 10.4 over his last 5. So I think that Walker Kessler can get us 11 points today on this slate. On to the next pick. My next pick is going to be Trae Young over 28.5 points. Now, this line just jumped on me. It actually was literally like 2 seconds ago, 27.5, which should tell you that, people like it. Prizepicks noticed that they had to up it by 1 point. So I still think he can get 30 in this matchup, and I'm going to tell you why. So Trae Young is actually averaging 27 points a game. Utah is giving up the 8th most points in the league. Utah is also bottom 5 in defensive efficiency in the 2022-23 season, and in their last 3 games, they are bottom 3 in defensive efficiency. So they've been giving up a lot of points, man. Not really sure what their rank is against point guards. However, in their last matchup, Utah, Fred VanVleet, I mean, he went off. He had a triple-double. He had 34 points in that triple-double. So I think Trae Young, he's been in pretty decent form, and we know, he's averaging 26 over his last 5. But I mean, he was able to drop 31 against the Clippers with Kawhi and PG. He had 33 against OKC. I like for Trae Young to get 30 in this matchup, maybe like 31, 32. So I think we're safe here at 29. Now, I liked it better when the over was over 27.5. I felt like 28 was surefire. 29, 1 more point. I feel like he should be able to get that. So you can fire up Trae Young if you want to. Now, my last player prop as a part of these picks is going to be Jaylen Brown against the Suns. I like him to go over the 25.5 points and at least get 26 points in this matchup. And I know that sounds a little bit risky, kind of like the whole Trae Young thing. It's a, kind of a high total. They're playing Phoenix, which is kind of like a middle of the pack defensive team. I mean, to be honest with you, other than like Bridges, I just don't see either Jaylen Brown or Jason Tatum is going to get theirs. I think Tatum's over under for his points is like 30.5. I kind of like Brown, man. He's just a consistent scorer, as you can see, averaging 27.6 over his last 5. I mean, he dropped 26 against Brooklyn. I mean, everybody's dropping points against the Lakers, so you got to put an asterisk next to that. He didn't get it against the Knicks. I mean, against that tough Toronto team, he dropped 27. I just think that he can, drop 26. I mean, he's averaging 27 on the season. And not to mention, Phoenix does give up the 8th most points to the shooting guard position. So, with Boston being at home, I think that Jaylen Brown, even if his peripheral stats and, his overall fantasy score isn't all that, I think asking him to get 26 points isn't a big deal. So these are the player props that I'm going to be rocking with today, Friday, February the 3rd. Again, we got D'Angelo Russell for the over 5.5 assists to at least get 6. We like Walker Kessler to get 11 points against the bigs in ATL. We like Trae Young. We like him for 30, 31, 32, but I think he can get 29 against Utah and that, bad defense. And I do like Jaylen Brown to get 26 points, maybe even be the lead scorer in this game. All the attention is going to be on Tatum. I like Jaylen Brown on the wing to see what he can do. So these are the picks I'm rocking with. Remember to like this video, man, if it helps you out. Subscribe. We're trying to run this thing up, trying to get this money, man. So like I said, happy betting, happy Friday. Let's get it.